Kale nkwaniriza ate musawo yaffe eyokubiri eya programu yaffe eno Uganda Tukole. Buterevu nkyali Monica Nabyonga era nga nkulisaayo ne musawo yaffe eri ate esoose. Tukyali ku Smart 24 TV yo omusuubuzi era nga olunaku olwaleero mu butuufu ensonga gye tugenda okwogerako ekwatagana na byabulamu ate awamu n'obutebenkevu naddala ku mirimu gye tukolera. Kale awo nyininyini olunaku olwaleero nina pulezidenti agenda kutweyanjulirako atubuuzeeko naye nga tannaba kutubuuzaako nyongera okujjukiza nti ennaku wasigadde mbale wetwogera kati tubala ennaku nnya ate ekivulu kyaffe ekya Smart Swagger Fest kibeere nga kituuse. Ogenda kusasula omutwalo gumu n'ekitundu singa tiketi oba ogiguze mu biseera bino naye bw'ona alindirira ku geeti gwe nno oli wa kusasula emitwalo 2 ate mirambirira. Ate bw'oyagala okwetaba mu mpaka ez'obugaali oba kye tuyise corporate cycling ojja kusasula emitwalo 5 era nga bwekuli buli kimu okufuna akagaali okufuna ne tiketi enaakuyingiza mu kivulu awo ejjinja ku Chairman's Park okuliraana Jinja Showgrounds. Ffe ssaawa 4 butereevu tujja kuba twasimbudde dda n'olwekyo sambya kulabe nga tiketi ogifuna naddala mu biseera bino osobola okwegulira ku eyo ate eya Alebad. Kale awo nyini nagambye nti nina president Sigamo wa Uganda nedda nina president owa Safety and Health Association of Uganda ate olunaku olwaleero era nga z'ensonga ze tugenda okuba nga twogera ku lunaku olw'eggulo mujjukira buli nnyo nti ku makya omuliro gwakedde kukwata ku kizimbe awo ekimanyiddwa nga City House era okukakkananga flo eya waggulu ebintu bingi ddala ebyayonooneddwa. Kyenazudde nti wansi amaduuka agali wansi tegaakoseddwa nnyo naye njjukira nti nga eggwanga tuze tulaba n'emiriro mingi okuviira ddala mu 28 omuliro we gwakwata essomero lya Buddo Junior School n'okutuusa ssaawa ya leero ndowooza tetunnaba kudda ate mabega ate nga n'alipoota tuzirindirira naye tetuzirabako. Kale President nkwaniriza.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Nsaba otubuzeeko tuteekemuko Oluganda kubanga njagala nnyo omuntu wa wansi ono ategeere shawu kyekwatako.
Okay, thank you very much. Nja kumixing Oluganda n'Oluzungu.
Kale.
Bampita Edgar Kaijuka, ndi president wa Safety and Health Association of Uganda, emanyiddwa nga shawu, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be hosted on Smart TV. And the Health and Safety Association, we bring the health and safety professionals together in the line of work so that we can advance and empower them to become health and safety professionals who are better, as well as, of course, improving the workplace health and safety, because bano professionals bakora mu
organizations
ezenjawulo. So zonna organizations zirina okulaba nti zirina mu
obutebenkevu ate n'ebyobulamu nga bitwasiddwa bulungi.
Yes.
Okay. Kale awo nyini wensaba okutukubiramuko okutooki ki Safety and Health Association eno kyekola kubanga omuntu wakiwulira bw'ati on Safety and Health Association of Uganda ayinza okulowooza nti nze avuga booda tebinkwatako ebyo kirabika byabali abaasoma.
Yeah, actually Health and Safety Association of Uganda, we after bringing the professional together, we also call out awareness programs. Now, the whole thing, the whole vision is to promote, to ensure a safe and healthy nation. And we can only do that by reaching out. So reaching out to get them out there, and we give out to awareness. We have to make people understand, for example, if it is road safety, for example, if it is construction safety, what does it mean? If it is office safety, what does it mean? So we are there to ensure that our professionals, wherever they are, but they are doing work that adds value, but also that is protecting the workers while they are doing their work. At the end of the day, you want to go back home when you're safe. Otherwise, you could go back in a coffin. It is possible that you can go back in a coffin, you can go back in
Otambuza miggo naye ate nga wazze weetambuza bulungi.
Yes. So when these measures have not been put in place, then it means that there is a very big problem. Ojukira our constitution, the constitution of the Republic of Uganda, it gives everyone a right to live, but also there is a new human right that has added, that was declared by ILO, that is International Labour Organization, for a safe working environment, that everyone has a right to live, to work in the safe working environment. So the OSH Act, the law that we have in Uganda, is there to, of course, to enhance and ensure that the implementation of that is being done. Because you will realize that the OSH Act comes from the conventions of the International Labour Organization, which Uganda subscribed to. So we are there to ensure that this
biteekeddwa mu nkola.
And how can they be put in place? Of course, walina okubeeramu abantu abategeera kye balina kukola, and those are our professionals that are on board, and we want all of them to be enhanced and at the same level to kugamba nti ono bwagenda nakola ekintu is representing us. Yeah, because you will find that there has been problem, because kati gwenga moniko kola wano smart TV after some 2 years nebakuwa health and safety profile, nebagamba nti gwe health and safety officer was smart.
Naye nga siyina nakyo
gatolina nakyo manyi ku
kubanga actually ffe boogera ku ebyo naddala abasinga bwe bawulira ebyo bya safety and health, abasinga balowooza ku fire extinguisher kasite baawo olwo ku mulimu wabaawo safety.
So kati olaba, that's why we are bridging that gap. Netugamba kale bakuwadwa health and safety ku smart naye okitegeera. So bw'owoze mu association tukufunira mentor will mentor you kulaba nti you are growing in the career of health and safety, nakugamba courses zolina okukola nakola nobeera ngaokola report. So that's why you see the association itself tulinamu categories za membership. Osobola kujoininga nga student, but you can also join as a person who wants to associate with us. We have associate member. Then tulina technical yaba afunyemu some knowledge about health and safety, ategera abakozemu some courses which we advise. But also being a member, we also provide some courses at a subsidized cost. Even these awareness sessions, they are free. So they are free even to all the members of public. No border sobola kuloginga in na tegere because we bring in different professionals from different sectors. Kati, when it comes maybe to border, we would bring in traffic people, and they talk about how they can improve and ensure that we
have safety.
Yeah. So then we also have a graduate membership. Tulina neza corporate. Katinga smart TV oyinza okuba oyagala
ojanga corporate member.
Yes, ojanga corporate member. Kati you benefit because bwe tuba tulina associations tugamba ba employees bonna ne bakola because knowledge is power. Wowe omanyi nti bwe tugamba nti tulina session ekwata ku road safety, fena tukozesa enguudo. People always forget ne balowooza nti kugamba nga ku road safety ogamba ku boda oba motoka. Yes, but remember, even we have many pedestrians dying on the roads here in Kampala because they are being knocked by the what? By the borders, by the vehicles, and yes, nabo balina okutegeera bw'obeera ku luguudo oba okola ki, tolina okubeera nga kusima olaba abantu nga acrossing ku bugaali ku ssimu, olaba ng'omuntu nga sibi byaliko ye nga ayagala kucrossinga
ataddemu
earphones, ebintu ng'ebyo. That means you're not paying attention. Ate jukira the time the person realizes ali mu kuvuga nti you are crossing nga
bakona kubanga agenda neyekanga.
Yes, so all those your health and safety association, we are reaching out to everyone, giving knowledge. We are sharing knowledge to everyone, but of course we have also the professionals that we are mentoring, that we
are preaching that gospel.
Yes, what we are doing.
Okay.
Yes.
Kale wetwogerera kati shaw eno first of all yatandikawo ddi era wetwogera kati tuwezezza ba members nga bameka?
Yeah, shaw twa registering mu 2022. Then the new
almost 2 years back.
2022.
Yeah.
That is last year.
No, yeah, by the year last
that
year.
Is last year.
But then there's jukiranga abayingidde 2024.
No, but kutandika okukola emirimu twagitandika mu February guno mwaka. Ate twatandika nga mu February twali tulina about 75 members. Esawa zino tulina members of 250 and above. And all these members are seeing value that is coming in. That's why they are actually in 10 months we are able to grow that membership to that level. Even we have companies coming on board because they are happy with the work that we are doing. You realize that nowadays it is not only the information that it is needed by health and safety professionals. Kati bw'oba ofunye nga first aid training tekuyamba wano wokka bw'otuuka ewaka omwana n'afuna anything nga nekimuchokinga how do you give first aid? Omwana bw'afuna snake bite, let's say anyone has gotten a snake bite at home, how do you come in? This is knowledge that is common, that is not going to only help you at work. Kati bwewaberawo omuliro anti ffe tulowooza nti omuliro gujja kuba ku mulimo wokka. But what about yes, so what do you do? By the way, bino byaffe extinguisher tolowooza nti zirina okukola wano wokka. N'eri waka zirina okubeerayo.
Abantu bazirowooleza mu offices, mu bizimbe ng'eyo era gye bakolera commercial buildings naye waka. So
kirina okubeera buli wamu. This should be a practice. Ate safety yo ebeera practice olina okukikola.
Nga bw'oliira emmere ku mulimu n'ewaka.
Kyekyo, yes. Kati bw'ogamba nti ku mulimu olya emmere ennungi ewaka ogenda n'olya embi, it means that you will at the end of the day ojja kubeera mulwadde. So this information does not only help because, for example, ojja kulaba nga mental health nowadays it is a key thing in workplaces. Yes, buli omu emusumbuwa. Ojja kusanga nga you have gotten a problem with your husband. Now here the problem you have brought it at work. But if someone only thinks that it is only
mental health
workplace, then you're missing out. Because kati nze bwenzi jangu omwana wange mulwadde nga tali bulungi sirina sente sisobola kugenda na ku mulimu ni concentrating. So that's why you see the well-being is part of health and safety. It is a key. And you cannot take it away from there. So this is information for everyone. And everyone should have it. Yes.
Okay. Bwe mwatandika ebigendererwa byammwe bye biriwa biki bye mwatunira ne mugamba nti kakati we tuli mu ggwanga lino tubuzaawo waliwo ekitaliiwo waliwo gaapu eno n'eno nolwekyo twetaaga okugijjuza tulabe nti tugenda mu maaso.
Yeah, first of all olaba nga mu Uganda as regards health and safety tuli wansi nnyo tetubitegeera tulowooza nti bino ebintu by'abazungu because you will find that these multinational companies zizaabadde ne health and safety.
Actually akatono nnyo president olaba nti naffe ffennyini abantu tetwefiirayo. For example oyinza okugenda nga ku site ne bagamba nti atalina helmet na reflector toyingira wano naye era si olosanga omuntu ng'amuwadde helmet ne reflector ng'agikutte mu ngalo oba bw'ayingira wati n'ayita ku gate
ng'agikataawo nawo waliwo ekizibu.
Recently wano we bagamba aba boda ne baba enforcing nti olina okuba ne helmet ne reflector naye era nakati ndowooza obalaba nawe kukuba omusanga agitadde wano mu mayembe.
Kati olaba ekizibu kiva ku bw'oba ompadde olugoye ku lwambala. What is the essence? Lwaki nina okulwambala? Olaba kati kyenkugamba health and safety, it is not only giving you a helmet, but olina okumanya why do you need a helmet and is it important? You get it? How is it going to protect you? Ekyo kiri very important. So nakugamba nga Uganda our safety levels have been low. And olaba nga oil and gas bwe yajja yaleetamu so there has been an improvement because it is a requirement. But it is not only oil and gas sector that needs this. Every workplace needs it. But also twalaba nga mu the health and safety people betwali tulina nga tuyita ba experts. Abamu tebategeera kye bakola. Kati bw'oba omaze kufuna knowledge n'otegeera ekyokola
then oli wajja nakola ng'ekintu n'oyibuuza ate abamusanga nga babiyita n'abaconsultant naye nga tamanyi ekyalina okukola ali mu kuadvising ekintu kyatamanyiiko naye because our workplaces bw'ojja nga oyagala omulimu ne nkugamba olina okubeera ne health and safety officer bagamba awo n'omunika ajja kukola ki ajja kutukolera ne bateekayo CV yona ne kiyitawo obuyisi okitegeera. So we are trying to regulate and ensure that tulina kulimu abantu abamanyi ekyokukola okitegeera. Then also tulina ebizibu bingi ebitulabye nga bijja for a long time. They are repeating and we have the knowledge, we can prevent them. So why are we not preventing them? So we are coming in, we come in touch with government, with the private institutions to ensure that we bring in a change. For example, if we have school fires, Muliro, from 2008, schools have been getting fires.
But even before 2008, Galinga Gajja, naye just rockmanti, echa 2008, echa Budo Junior, echa Spakolinga nyo.
And you see, over the time, even this year, we have had the children dying in fire and
just time when
so why are we not learning? So we are coming up. If we come, we can advocate when we are together as one voice and we know what we are doing. We can advocate maybe for laws about fire safety. We can advocate for ensuring that maybe the OSH Act is enforced and enhanced, because Katolaba, even the ministry itself is struggling because the staffing is not enough to be able to reach out to all the workplaces that are in Uganda. So Kati, us being there, we are adding that value, but to making sure that our country becomes safe. Omanyi kuberanga project no beranga kurugudo no sanganga someone is going, we are constructing a road. Everyone is happy. Then before the road gets finished, you find maybe abantu bafude. So what does it help? The person, the family which has lost the person, will never see the good thing that came with the road. You get it? So for us to embrace socio-economic development, we cannot embrace it at the expense of people. We have to ensure that we put these measures in place to ensure that while we are working, even our communities are safe, our workers are safe. That is how we can enjoy that the road has been there, or the project, if it is a hydropower dam, the power is there, we have gotten the power. You get it? But when people die, I can tell you it becomes a disaster. The village will say, Gana masanyazi kebatuletera. Gajja kutumalawo. You get it?
Kale awo nyini actually olunaku lweggulo ekizimbe kya City House kyakutte omuliro mu Kampala wano nga ku William Street kyakutte omuliro naye meya wa Kampala Central Salim Uhuru n'agamba nti kakati gye tugenda okukola nga government nga tukwataganiramu ne KCCA kwe kulaba nga buli kizimbe kiteekebwako fire extinguishers naye nga tesi gwe gusoose kubanga obujjukira amabega eri omuliro ogwo ogwa 2008 we gwabeererawo baatandika okwenforcinga fire extinguishers almost mu masomero mu organizations ez'enjawulo biki naye ekikowinsa nti n'okutuusa essaawa ya leero emyaka giyise ne mu 10 down the road nti tukyalina ebizimbe ebitalina fire extinguishers tukyalina ebizimbe ebitalina safe exit points kubanga obanga weegendereza bulungi nga walabye mu footage oyo olaba nti abantu abadde ku State House awo naddala abadde waggulu ku floor ya waggulu bawudde bamenya amadinisa nga babateerawo maddaala kwe bali mu kukkira abateerawo maddaala kwe bali mu kukkira n'ogamba nti planning yo yali etya ndowooza KCCA National Building Review Board tolaba nga naffe ffe nyini tugambe n'abantu tetufuddeeyo naye olaba nti n'abalina okuteekesa ebintu ebimu mu nkola ate ebintu oba be twandibadde tusookerako nabo tebafuddeyo.
Ate olaba fire safety etandika as soon as you start planning. Kati KCCA bw'ebe planning la city
from scratch.
You see, we even have many cities now that have come up. If you're planning for a city, what are the key things that you should have? Because that fire is not a new thing that has happened. So we need to ensure that in our planning, we have considerations for fire safety. Because it is for the public interest. But not only that, designs before the designs get approved, some of the key things that need to be there should be fire protection measures. Tosobora kungamba nti ojja kukwata billion asatu, you put it on a building and you want it to be destroyed by fire. You get it? Even if there might not be regulation, these are things that, because of the experience, tulabye omuliro nga gubaawo in different countries, in different, even here in Uganda. So what are we doing? So we have fire safety measures. I could agree that maybe the old buildings are okay. Did not have fire safety measures. But you see, when you come up with standards as the planning authority, maybe KCCA, they need to put that into consideration. Those ones which did not work, then they need to ensure they do some modifications in their building to ensure that there is safe exit of people. You get it? Because fire protection measures is those planning. Then the prevention measures is because you see fire protection, you will plan for the stairs, you will plan for the ramps for people with disabilities. You will plan how the exit should be and ensuring that there is enough lighting. So, and all these things are considered because that emergency light actually is supposed to go on even when there is no power, because during the electricity, the first thing that they put during the fire, the first thing that they put off is electricity. You make sure that electricity is off, or else also it can increase the problem. So for you to make sure that you have that, then the designs need to be considered and ensuring that all these considerations have been made. By the time the building review board says that this one is allowed to go on, it should be fire protection measures. If you're planning an archive here, you should know how to put on, where the firewalls are going to be, where the fire extinguishers are supposed to be, where the alarm system, the systems and everything is supposed to be. Then after, it is also a requirement by the occupier to ensuring that the people who are there also know how to use these. Bringing fire extinguishers, you might bring them and people will get fire. You have seen many people getting fire with the extinguishers. Some vehicles, a vehicle has a fire extinguisher, but it gets fire.
It catches fire.
And someone doesn't know how to use
perishes,
it. So it means that for the prevention measures, you do some trainings, you do awareness. People need to know why these things are there. You get it? It does not now stop on a planning level. Because after you have planned and designed well, then what happens? You get it? And you also ensure there is proper maintenance to ensure that some of these things keep working. You will find some of these fire exit doors, some of them is broken. When there is fire, people cannot do what?
Exiting, commercial buildings, mobile money,
I think people are okay with it. But they are not minding about it. So you start asking yourself, do we have property managers? Because it is a requirement for the property managers who are doing to ensure that workers safety is a key, and these people actually are taken through drills. It shouldn't be that you only wait for fire. Mukora drill, maybe it could be quarterly to ensure that there is a problem. You create a scenario. No creating a scenario as if there is.
By introducing those fire extinguishers.
How many people know how to use a fire extinguishers? So advocating for only fire extinguishers is not enough. You get it? It is through the entire chain, from planning up to the implementation, and ensuring that audits are done. Let's copy from Tanzania and Kenya. They have this, it is a requirement for each commercial building to have a fire safety audit every year.
Okay. kale president awe nyenyini wenjagala tutandikire mbo tukomawo mu kitundu kyaffe ekyokubiri kubanga bwe twali ku ddina nayogeramuko ne Caroline
president wa Tanzania
yava from Tanzania naye like yambuulira ebintu ebiri mu nsi yaabwe ng'olaba affe wano mu Uganda bwe tusanga ono omukyala afumba emmere ku street actually nga wano bye tulina mu Uganda oyinza okwekanga tebimutwalira namu bwe twogera ku safety and health nga ye takwatibwa nako naye ate ewaabwe bamufaako nnyo nti ne bajjuwa kali abayina era still bayinamu wangambe articles mu mateeka mu ssemateeka eziba protectinga ezibakwatako ngabo.
Of course, as I've told you, kuva mu kutandika the show nga tuji bringing on board, we have been in touch with the Department of Occupational Safety and Health in the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. Because kugamba nti oli health and safety professional, that is where you get the mandate. Okitegeera mu act eyo because tuli mu kuimplementinga act byegamba.
Okay. President awo wenyini katini nnyo just eddakiika nga ziizo bwe tuwumulamu awo wenyini wenjagala tutandikire tusobole okugeraageranya ebya Uganda n'ebyerudde eri.
Smart 24, driving business.
Ugandans come to Ginger City every weekend, and December 16th, 2023 is Uganda's end-of-year party as Smart FM hosts the Smart Swag Fest Season 2. Don't miss performances from Uganda's top DJs, MCs and artists like the king herself, Cindy Baby, and her full band, Bifo Maker, UG Boys, Kesmon Switch, King Zamba, Waymaker Official, Voice Nasi, Zaptom Rizla, Lance Soldier, and many more local artists. Let's meet at the Chairman's Back, next to Ginger Showgrounds. Get your early bird tickets now at 15K and at the gate 20K. Gets open from 10 a.m. till late. The Smart Swag Fest is organized by 89 Smart FM and Hot Shots. Powered by Smart 24 TV, Sisan Suits, NBS Cordeo, GZ Mechatronics, Ginger Hippos, Kampala University, Albeit Electronics and Solar Center, TMU Tubing and Rafting, Banshee Uganda, Quad Biking Ginger, Cable Giants, Stardom Visuals and Audio, Bidco, and Club.
Tastefully different. Not for sale to persons under 18.
Smart 24, driving business.
Kale kulisaayo mukumulako okwe bali kubanga okyatambula naffe ku Smart 24 TV otele bukyagenda maaso ne programu yaffe Uganda Tukole nsonga za byabulamu ate awamu n'obutebenkevu naddala gye tubeera buli wamu actually wobeera si gy'okolera yokka naye gy'osula gy'okolera ne ku kkubo gy'otambulira okutuuka wonna w'oba olaga oba gy'osula oba ku mulimu gy'okolera. President wetugende mukuumulako nga twogedde ku bannaffe aba Tanzania bannaffe ab'eggwanga erya Kenya nti bo wotunuulira regulations zaabwe bayinamu regulations ezikuuma na bano abantu abasookerwako oba ngambe wano mu Uganda tumanyi bayita abantu ba wansi naye saagala kikozesa kubanga sirabawo omuntu wa wansi so nja kukozesa ekigambo ky'Oluswayiri ndowooza ekyajjuwa kali nti abantu abo abali mu bizinesi entonotono nabo olaba nti bakwatibwako wano mu ggwanga naddala bw'otunuulira etteeka lyaffe erya 26 erikwata ku safety and health olaba nti litunuulidde nnyo abantu baneeno abatuula mu SC naye ate mukwano gwange ali ku luguudo avuga bodaboda maama wange ali mu owino afumba akatogo wekanga nga terimukutte nnyo bw'otunula kuba otuuka mu butale ng'olabira ddala naddala ekintu eky'obulamu enkuba nkati nga bweri mu kutonnya n'osanga nga mu owino nga maama yazze n'omwana amutadde wansi w'ekimeeza enkuba etonnye amazzi gamukulukutiramu n'ogamba ye tuli mu ggwanga kirino lwaki tebassaawo amateeka nga gakwata ne ku muntu ono kubanga bano be basingana ddala n'okubeezaawo eggwanga.
Of course ekyo tulina okusooka to appreciate kugamba nti at least act kweri nti kweri it also covers a part of the population. Of course, maybe kugamba nti interpretation ya act changing for different people. Na ye kati nga act defining a workplace. No your wakatari. Emukwatako because it is a workplace. Just kugamba nti maybe abagisomyemu kati gwe bagamba workplace gurowooza ku smart TV wali abagaga AC noyerabira nti neri ewaka gwobolina akaduukako nga it is a workplace because waliwo atajja wano ku smart TV nga eri kyekimubeesawo sikyo. So a workplace is not only is not only this AC, but it goes even to the extent of that market. Just government now, what we can do is, of course, we are advocating that it be some amendments and revisions so that it becomes clear. Maybe they can bring in a regulation, a quarter kuchi, ku juakari. Yes, when you are involved in casual work, what is expected? Also for these other one. Because actually, Mayor wa Kampala Central yadayogera Salim Muhulu yagambye nti okulaba ng'ebizimbe bino byonna biteekebwamu fire extinguishers naye awo weebuuze nti abakolera Nakaseru balina fire extinguishers mu katale Nakaseru abali Owino balina fire extinguishers. Omwaka guno gwennyini omuddo gwakwata mu Kisenyi otegedde eri gye bakubira kasooli obuwunga naye ebintu by'abantu biyitirivu ebyasaanawo omuntu ekyuma just ekikuba akawunga kiri mu bukadde 10 naye nekikwata omuntu nekibengeya naye ng'ate olaba nti n'omuntu oyo naye yandibadde afiibwako newakubadde nga wajuwakali nga bamutwalira mu sse erya juwakali naye yandibadde afiibwako okulaba nti fire extinguishers weziri wakolera emirimu gye newakubadde ng'akolera mu gubaawo oba mu ki. Ndowooza kyekyo kye tulina okukola kulaba nti we advocate for amendments. I think Kugamatuli Bode, all these are things that we have seen. If you're doing advocating for Kugamatuli amendment, at least Chino Chiveremu, Chili Chiveremu, but not only that. Also, we call upon like the city, Kampala Capital City Authority. We are planning, do they involve the technocrats? Because Orabanga Bogenanga Dar es Salaam. By planning city yawe kugamba nti there are even those fire hydrant points ziri mu city zakolwa ki the city itself nga government yakikola
just in case of any emergency.
Because in the case of any emergency tulabya aba fire brigade nga bajja they cannot get even where to get water from.
Ekyabaddewo olunaku lw'eggwanga poliisi yafubye emmotoka 7 zezabadde ku site naye nga wekanga nti distance gye batambula ogenda okuviringa amazzi ago nga distance nene agenda okuvaayo ngeno omuliro gweyongedde.
In the planning it is considerate of people because if you're saying a building it has 12 stories how many people do we expect there?
Basukane mu 1000.
Kati when we put that into consideration n'olaba nti planning nawe olina okuteekako ebirina okubeerawo okitegera. Some of these things you will not get them because of the how small the city is and it is already built. You already have seen the problem. But you can also come up with measures is improving the city itself because that is the reason we want to the city to be planned for. So some of the things you navigate not only from the act but also n'enteekateeka nakyo kijiramu so that we have a better setting. If you have a market, what are the risks that you expect in a market? We have seen before window fires were becoming rampant before it now it has taken long and we thank God for that. But if we have such scenarios, what are we doing as the city planning authority? What are we planning for them? So we need to plan to ensure that we are also considerate of such scenarios. Then part of the things that we are borrowing, also that we want to borrow, because Kudina or Arabaunga already we have partnered with the Workplace Safety Professional Association of Kenya, the Tanzania Occupational Health and Safety Association. Why? Because we want to learn and bring what we learn from there and bring it here. And implement it here. So we have seen that even our act, there are some things that could be missing. For example, the requirement of fire safety audits or the workplace safety audits that are done like in Kenya and Tanzania every year. In Tanzania, before you occupy a building, it is a requirement that it has been assessed for fire safety and ensuring that every measures are in place, including even a small shop. So what are we doing in our part? So when we are planning, we are not only planning for these people with big buildings, because those ones actually, most of them have money and can implement those things. But what about the people who are doing this Juakari job? We need to be considerate and ensure that in our planning, we are also considering them. And where we are not able to, for those providers, for example, the market authorities are not able to put some things, then the city council, the city authority should be in place, maybe to provide a budget and put something, because they have already seen that it is a risk. You see, today you have a market here getting fire, and the fire will end up on a petrol station. You can also ask yourself why the petrol station is the way they are. There are some places you reach in Chengera, you see a petrol station here, another one there, then you ask yourself,
just here, Ginger Road.
In case there is a fire, what happens? That means if there is a fire, the whole of Chengera is gone. You get the point. So the planning should be considerate of what is existing. And if, for example, these things are existing, then you make sure that the owners of those stations and put right measures to ensure that they protect people and the members of the public.
Planning, President knows Ebanda wano tulinawo depot y'amafuta efameyise naye bw'otunuulira location mweri nti eri mu bantu like waliwo ennyumba residents bangi kubanga waliwo n'emabega bakaabakoko ne bagamba nti bali mu bweraliikirivu just in case of anything waliwo omuliro gwabeerera omungi ne bagamba bali mu bweraliikirivu just in any slight mistake ojja kwesanga ng'ekyalo kiramba kiweddewo kubanga petro naawe omumanyi wakola.
Yeah, I think it still goes to the fire protection measures and prevention measures that are in place. Bugenda, all these depots are within reach of people. But what measures do you put in place? What the authorities need to ensure that the right measures are in place. The right fire safety measures are in place. I would expect that those depots have automatic system that is monitored 24/7, and should there be any problem, they can easily combat fire. You get it? That is what I expect from my point of view. I do not know if that is how it is, but that is what I would expect, because they are in people. And when you look at the people who are at risk, for example, because when you're planning, you look at the worst case scenario. If I'm planning a depot and it is in people, what would be the worst case scenario? 3 million people are dying, so what have I put in place to ensure that I combat the risk? Because there is a high risk that people could die, properties could be destroyed. But can I mitigate that? Yes, if I can mitigate that, if I have a system, I invest in the system that can mitigate that, then it is okay. And I cannot talk because I do not know what is in those depots. Yeah. Maybe it could be also rumors from the public that they are saying that, but also I expect some buffer whenever there is
there is some rumors still.
Yes, whenever there is a depot, I would expect some buffer zone, so that that is also to minimize the impact during such scenarios of disaster. But they should also, I also expect them to have programs like emergency response plans and the contingency plans to ensure that should there be a worst case scenario, how are they working with OPM that is responsible for disaster? How are they? So their plans should be interactive and should be considered and involving all the stakeholders, including sensitizing the stakeholders, because the stakeholders are many. Workers are stakeholders, The members of public are stakeholders. The government institutions are stakeholders. So how they have put their plans in place to ensure that they are considered and should there be any problem. And of course, as I told you, drills. So when they do drills, you see, actually, you say that there is a fire that has affected maybe such a scenario that you're talking about. So how do they respond? How does also, if they say, okay, the situation has gone bad, our systems cannot what? Government is responding. We want to see the time they respond at to ensure that, so that when you continue doing such, at the end of the day, you will find even if there is fire, it doesn't become a big issue because you are able to mitigate in time and ensure that you do not cause losses and damages. Yeah.
Kale awo nyini era wensaba okubuuliza nti ogenze otwali tutandika wagambye nti mulina ba members kati abasukka 250 atusuubira nti omwaka ogujja ndowooza mutunda agenda okutuuka mu July kubanga okusinziira ku kyennalaba rate abantu gye bali mu correspondingirako ya waggulu ddala muyinza okuba nga mulimu 500 and beyond kubanga waliwo n'aba promising anytime badwini so nze ngayagala nga neegombye idea yammwe njagadde okubeegattako nkola nti
we have our platforms. We have an established office, Erikuchadondo Road. Anyone can come in and ask. But not only that, our social media platforms, we have presence on LinkedIn, we have presence on Twitter, on Facebook, but also we have a website, www.shao.org.ug. You can come in and even ask for information. Even now, our website, you can actually pay for membership. Because when you pay, everyone who comes is taken as an affiliate member. Because we do not know what, we think that you want to associate with us. So we are taking you as an associate member. You will come and associate with us. Now, it is through what you have provided, your qualifications, that takes you into another category. Okay? But also, you can also apply from there and say, if you are a student, I want to apply as a student. Because the categories are all there. They are all there. You can pay via mobile money, you can pay through the bank or Visa card on our website. All that is there. But the whole thing is why are people coming and why are people seeing it as interesting? Because the time that we've been there, we've tried to add value to the public and the safety atmosphere in Uganda. We have created an environment where we are sharing knowledge, providing mentorship, and all these professionals are seeing that we are adding value to them. If you come as Monica, you shouldn't go back when you do not know anything. At least you should have some knowledge that will help you tomorrow to prevent an accident from happening by being a responsible driver, for example, if you are a driver. You get it? So it is what we are providing. We are trying to ensure that we give value to our members. And we have different members at different levels, and all these members have been given a continuous professional program, which they have to follow. If you follow it, then you will be able to move from one stage to another, and you will become a better safety professional. But if you fail, then you will remain, because at the end of the day, there is a test that you have to pass. Yeah, because as I've told you, we have
automatic.
Yeah, we have people who are already in, who have over 30 years of experience in health and safety, implemented it in different countries, not only in Uganda, where actually safety is at the top notch. So these people are actually providing mentorship and even giving, for example, when we are conducting our webinars, these are free. Most of them have been free of charge because we wanted people to know that actually we exist. Yes, trainings are specialized, and those would be for members because it is specialized. We say Monica is at this level and might need the starting training, maybe basic training that starts with knowing health and safety, what it is, and introduction. So those are for specific members, and they are at a subsidized cost because we bring in training providers, and these training providers we tell them, for us, we are a show and these are our members. Now, when you are not a member, to get such a training, it is at a high cost. You get it? So we are trying to improve the profession and ensure that we are adding value. But you see, when you improve the profession, where are these people working? They are the ones who are around all these workplaces. So that means the workplaces will get the best thing out of them, because now they have knowledge, they have all the information that they require for them to be able to implement the right measures. Yes, as long as they have support from the institutions they are coming in. The biggest problem that you have in workplaces is that you have, when they say health and safety, Smart TV brings in health and safety officer and he comes in. Then you find his aim, whenever he asks something, they say, that is not important. They are not being supported. Then they only become relevant when an accident happens.
Yeah, that's why actually when banejagala okuwuliza nti, for example, wano mu Uganda tulina enkola eya registration. For example, to registering a company or what?
Workplace registration.
Yeah, workplace registration. But also like mu registering awo batunuulirako ku bintu nga bino. Kubanga olaba nti bw'obanga okinyonyodde omuntu olaba nti kirina impact nene nnyo. Naye ojja kwekanga nga implementation nga tewali nga eri ku zero oba nga eri at a very low peak.
Yes. You see, under the Act, the OSH Act 2006, it is a requirement for every workplace to be registered, and you get a workplace registration after going through, because they look at different things. They actually come and visit your workplace and see if it conforms and to the requirements. They can tell you to improve fire safety measures, first aid measures, and all exit points, and all these things they can do. But you see, the implementation is at a low level. Why? I've told you the problem. The ministry is also incapacitated. Like they have very few staff who can reach out to all these. Maybe we are now, and we over 3 million people. 3 million workers. Now you imagine 3 million workers, you find like they have like maybe 18 staff. How possible is it? And how many workplaces do you have? Over 200,000 workplaces. Is it possible? So that's why, if the association is in and the act recognizes that actually there are safety professionals who exist, these professionals can easily be taken on by, registered by DOSH, and they go and do the work under DOSH, because DOSH has a few staff who cannot reach out all. So if we want to reach out to ensuring that the whole country is covered, we need such, and we need to embrace it, because it is working in Kenya, it is working in Tanzania. I think as East Africans, we can also copy. We don't need to go and copy from UK and what. Let's start with this thing because at least something that can be done in Kenya, and in Tanzania, we have almost similar environment. It means it can easily be done.
Already, we are one block.
Yeah, we are one block. And that's why you see for us, as SHAW, we have partnered with them, because we believe we can learn something, and they can also learn something from us.
And we can even advocate your uniform.
Uniform. Actually, we are looking at the East African Safety Congress. All our professionals are regulated by the standards of East African
ISO.
Yes. So, because you start by complying, ISO just is an added advantage, because it is actually only maybe a requirement for some people who want to give you a job. But if you start with the act and ensuring that everything you have implemented and you put systems, then it is easier for you to implement ISO, because ISO now gives you a chance for you to be able now to show that actually I'm a market leader. I'm doing this for, these are the commitments that we have done, and everything. But you see, things that are in ISO itself are also in the Act. For example, each workplace, it is a requirement for them to have a health and safety policy. It is not only in the ISO. So, and ISO requires you to comply to the laws and regulations. That's why it has a section which is the regulatory requirements. You get it? So you need to comply to the laws of the land before you even go for ISO. Yes.
Okay. Kale awo nyini nga tunaatera okumaliriza wensaba okubuuliza nti miganyulo ki for example nga companies ezo ziyinza okufuna singa baba bapatanirize ne Shell.
Yeah. So companies, because we invite companies, by the time a company comes to partner with us, then they have identified themselves as they consider workplace safety as a key. And this is what we provide. Because, for example, if you have these webinars, this is awareness sessions that give value to members. So their members will benefit from there. But should they want also, for example, the recruitment process of wanting a health and safety officer, it is very easy to contact Shell. Yes.
A professional one.
We give you a professional person who knows what to do, rather than you going into the market, then I go and, because we know how to prepare ourselves. I can go and prepare myself, and by the time I come,
for the interview,
I tell you everything that you want to hear. So you think that I know when actually I don't know. So that one will help, but also they will add value to the communities and what, because the work that we are doing is not only affecting one organization or what, but different industries. And you being identified as the one who has making an impact in the different industries, ensuring that the workplace health and safety is being given a priority so that these workplaces are safe for the workers. I think it is a very good thing, because you see, the reasons why health and safety is managed, one thing is that it is moral, like it is the right thing to do.
It is the right thing to do. President, we are working in an environment where abantu abasinga bungi tebalina contracts za mirimu tewali weyadde okugamba ojjukira ndowooza wano ekyali Entebbe actually ne Honorable Minister akiikirira abakozi mu Parliament n'agendayo bwe bafuuyira ebimuli like this evening ate enkeera waalwo nga kuba abaali babitwala wabweru kati baagala bigende nga birimu obuwuka baagala biyitewo bwe banaatuuka byokebera omutindo nabeki ne bafuuyira enkeera waalwo abakyala ne bajja ne bahingira ebimuli okkakkana nga mulimu abazirise mulimu abakozi batya naye kati awo actually ba implementers babanga tebavuddeyo kati nga Honorable Minister we yatambula n'agendayo Honorable yakiikirira abakozi Honorable Rabashaija Namubiru senga teyagendayo era ndowooza kyandigendedde awo weekanga ng'ofunye obuzibu ne bakugamba kakati nga bw'obufunye baba bakuyambye ne bakuwayo ka compensation obanga kakati ne tandika obulamu bwe ne bakugjawo ne bateekawo omulala kubanga tolina yadde n'ekikulaga nti nti wano wendi emyaka bwegiti era amateeka agatufuga gegano nagano.
Yeah, but also you see the workplaces, what they gain is one thing. For example, kati ngekyo kyabaawo, if that workplace comes and registers with Shell, we can help them do for them like a gap analysis. Kumanya nta what is not doing better, kugamba nta improving okitegeera. And it is using our professionals, of course. Not we don't do it as what, but we have professionals who have companies, maybe, or we can recommend certain individuals to be able to help you do that. Because you see, they did not do a risk assessment. Because they did not see, I'm going to spray flowers. Spray them with what? Chemicals. These chemicals, what impact do they have on what? Are my staff in contact with what? So what do I put in place? You get it? All these things come in because you have a safety professional that you have employed and is supposed to help you do such and put those systems in place so that you don't do anything without proper procedures.
I think I should no kukostinga.
Yeah.
Kale nga tumaliriza President akagambo ko akasembayo naddala eri omulabi wa Smart 24 TV.
I want to first kugamba nti abali mu kutulaba fenna we all need to be safe. Ate buli omu you should be happy and excited in whatever you're doing. because yes, but knowing that the health and safety is important. Now, even if it is a small job, but make sure that you have the right things that are in place. For those professionals out there who do not have a home, the health and safety professionals, or those who are masquerading, maybe instead of masquerading, you come and we add value to you, and you be a health and safety professional, so that you go and make an impact. Yeah, because that is what is going to help you, and it is going to grow your CV, grow you, even you as a person, because you will be doing the right thing rather than you doing things on an informed ground. So that is it, but also maybe to the policymakers that they need to appreciate that actually health and safety is a key and important in all workplaces, and we need to put measures that are adequate to ensure that we avoid the reoccurrence of these things like fires, because they have been reoccurring. So if there is fire A and B and C, what have we learned from this? We do not need, even for us, by the way, we can, if we are co-opted, we can do a thorough investigation based on professional, informed. We make based on a professional grounds. We are not looking to see who was in wrong and what, no. But professionally, things that were not right. And we do for them a root cause analysis, and they be able to know that actually this was a problem, so that it can be using as a learning point for other workplaces for the future. And for even the authority to know that when we do this, we need this in place, this in place. And it will help us regulate such, so that we avoid the catastrophe from happening. Because you imagine now that City House was next to a petrol station. You can imagine what would have happened. So those are the things that we do not want to happen. So they say that failure to plan, then you're planning for failure. Isn't it? You're planning to fail. Thank you.
Kale bwete wetambudde ate musawo yaffe eno ey'okubiri program Uganda Tukole era nga butereevu ebintu bye tubadde twogerako bikwatagana na bulamu ate n'obutebenkevu gye tubeera gye tusula ate awamu ne ku mirimu gye tukolera ate ne gye tuyita oba oliawo mu makubo z'ensonga ze tubadde twogerako olwaleero ne President wa Safety and Health Association of Uganda. Nyongera okujjukiza nti ekivulu kyaffe ekya Smart Swagger Fest kyo gye kiringa ennaku z'omwezi 16 ye weekend eno tekyali kulanga kulala, n'olwekyo weegulire ka tiketi yo ku mitwalo 1.5 ate bonna alinda ku geeti awo ojja gifunira ku mitwalo 2, naye nga nyongera okujjukiza nti ne corporate cycling naye gyali era nga oyo ye wa mitwalo 5 okugirako akagaali ate amu ne tiketi enakuyingiza obutereevu mu kivulu kino. N'olwekyo laba nti pate eyisinga obunene omwaka ogikwata naffe era nga ye Smart Swagger Fest ku Lwomukaaga mu bufunze nyinza okugamba nti ejja kuba public holiday kuba tugenda kubeera Jinja n'abayimbi ab'enjawulo okuli Cindy Sanyu, Fake Maker ate nga kwotadde ne Bayuga Boys n'abayimbi abalala bayitirivu nnyo ate ne ba DJ waffe okuva ku Smart FM abayitirivu ddala. Aaron Fiesta y'omu kwabo. N'olwekyo tomiisinga tosubwa saagala onyumizibwe bunyumizibwa. Bwenvaawo bwe nti Hassan Waswanduga yagenda okujja ne programu gyenkolera ate olwokusaawa emu teweerabira amawulire gaffe mu lulimi Oluganda. Nze Monica Nabyonga atakuumira mpeera akunkuumire tusinkane olunaku olw'enkya. Bye.